Hello and welcome to... I can't remember what session we're on. I can probably go and check on YouTube, but I don't care. So we are on the second session of the third captain of Sunless Sea. So this one we are going to be focusing on completing the task set for us by the Merchant Ventura, who is a very good source of money. When we've got a good enough ship, we'll be also going to the surface a couple of times, particularly to Vienna. We're going to be talking to someone we probably shouldn't be there. So here's a map of the sea. It's not our map of the sea, it's just a map of the sea. The tooltip today is you can sell tomb colonists at the tomb colonies. This isn't slavery, they're tipping you. Tomb colonists can be awkward. Right, so here's what we want. We want either spider silk or romantic literature of approved or unapproved kinds. So, I think the easiest thing to do will be get permission, find the Carnate and get permission to do ship romantic literature from there. So I believe so we've got some stuff to sell. Get 80 echoes. Our ship's not bashed up enough that we don't have enough that we want to do anything here. Adopt the Blemigan Gallivanter. The Blemigan sits atop a splintered crate, clicking and whistling at captain as they come near. A polite bow. You extend your hand and the Blemigan leaps on. Its tentacles entwine with your fingers and it chitters quietly. It meets your gaze and bobs its dome in greeting. Very small. Is it old enough for naval service? You're pretty sure its mustache had been drawn on in pen, in an attempt to look older. As you approach your ship gangplank, the creature flukes and vibrates with hand happiness. The bonson whistles as you bring it aboard. So this is a new thing that, like, they did a kind of update, and one of them is a Blemigan Gallivanter, which is kind of amazing. So it's a mascot. Oh, I can speak to it as well. Entertain your Blemigan. You can see the indentation of a porthole in the rim of its cap. It must be pressing its face to windows again. Is it bored? A ticklish thing. The Blemigan flails and screams as you tickle it. Its high-pitched warble is almost certainly giggling. When you stop to check you're not actually hurting it, it wraps its tendrils around your fingers and pulls your hand back. Apparently it is enjoying itself. I tickle my mushroom. Right. Gonna switch that out with my comatose ferret, which is either a mobile or feral. So, yeah, I think I prefer that as a mascot than the ferret. So we got our cook, got first officer, chief engineer, gunnery officer. Cool. I did not mean to close that. Do I have anything I want to hand in? Do I have any ports? Yes. It is Morn. Port Cecil. Shepherd Isles. Nuncio. Station 3. So Station 3 is the one where they burn your port. And you get quite a lot of echoes for it, but you can only do it once. Abbey Rock. The Mangrove College. Waker's Haven. Oh, I have strategic information to give the Admiral. Satisfactory, he says at last. Eminently satisfactory, actually. Good work. Take this for your trouble. The clerk will see you paid. Anything in particular he wants? Oh! Wants us to go back to Port Cecil. That's handy, because we know where that is. So the easiest way to get permission to enter the Carnate, which is where we can get the romantic literature, is to buy a load of Dark Drop coffee beans. They do cost 50 echoes. So we'll buy 10 of those. Just check. Okay, we need a bit more fuel and supplies. Spend some cash on that. And then we're off. Just check. Okay. To be honest, we probably want to get a better gun soon. Because we're not a very high iron build this time around. So we could do with kind of pumping up our damage output. So, I don't know if there's like a plot related to Lemon Galavantia. I know that it needs... I know from looking at it that I think there's another option rather than just tickling it if you have a stories await you at port thing, the lamp that appears here. So we're gonna, you know, keep sailing till we run into that. Because this bit, obviously, I know we don't, there's nothing here to kind of look at. So we might as well use it there. Right. So that's a sea creature. So we're going to want to try and avoid that. For obvious reasons. The labyrinth of eels. Oh, we have a... something awaits to import. Taste your Blemmigan from the engine room. Gusts of laughter sound from within. Your crew might be happy, but they're not working. A game of chase. The entire engine room is in uproar. The crew run to and fro, chasing a warbling Bremgan under tables and behind machines. It dives into a complicated knot of pipework. The engineer reaches in to grab it and... it's... underscore! A scalding burst of steam catches their arm. Sorry, Captain, they say, clutching their arm. Didn't hear you come in. Just, fixing a pipe. Your Blemmigan emerges from a vent near the floor and sidles out. You'll deal with it later. I love it. I love my Blemmigan. I did! Who let this rambunctious child on board? I did. We know the answer. Like everything in this game, we know whose fault. We know whose fault it is. It's mine. Apart from this bound shark, that's not my fault. Please go away, Mr. Shark. Or Mrs. Shark. Or Mr. Shark. Or Dr. Shark. I don't know what your title is. Aha! Hi, Vales! Vales is very nice to get away from things because it decreases the kind of range that they can see you at. You're looking for a captain that went and shacked up with the Lady of the Abyss.
Shh! Be very quiet. We're hunting spiders.
I do a terrible Elmer Fudd impression. The fun fact, the word Nimrod actually, you know, it's the name of a great hunter in Greek mythology. But Bugs Bunny called Elmer Fudd Nimrod to mock him, because, you know, what you doing, you great hunter? And people just assumed it was a word for mourn. So, that's why Nimrod has come to mean mourn, because people didn't get a Bugs Bunny cartoon. I don't know where we're going. I haven't actually touched the keyboard for a while now. Yeah. Warner Brothers had a massive effect on the world, considering I watched, I think, Tasmania and a bit of Sylvester and Tweety. But, like, that's what I saw of it when I was a kid. I barely saw any Bugs Bunny. And a similar thing with Disney. So, like, I think the closest I've seen to an actual Mickey Mouse thing is either the House of Mouse or that terrible short that was in front of Frozen. I mean, Frozen is one of my favourite movies for various reasons, but dear God, was that short terrible. Hello, by Furiosa. I believe that makes 3 companions watching this particular stream at the moment. Ah, so here we have Wisdom. The jail. So not much for us to stop over here. No, we don't really need anything here. But, you know. That's a fish friend. Speed, and I'm not going my usual route. So usually I stick to the edges and then fill in the middle, but this time I'm going through the middle. So part of it I think is luck, it's just bad luck. I'm just missing all the islands because I don't, like, if I go around the edges I know at least where and stuff are. But at that moment I'm kind of navigating blind. Like, the sea has exactly the same amount of stuff in it. It's just, I'm not as sure as where to find it now. Wisdom. Nimpudut built this place as a prison for a Khanate. Now it answers only to its governor, and its governor answers to no one. Watch for coming and goings. Ooh. There's... Wisdom is one of those places that it's kind of linchpin in quite a few quests. But if you're not doing those quests, there's no point being there. Right, so... we're in the area that the Khanate usually appears in. So my plan is to sail around for a bit and try and find... stay around for a bit and try and find the Khanate. I'm sending out my Z-Bat to try and see if there's any islands nearby. Ah! We're coming near to the giant mushroom. Yeah. The game is designed for quite a lot of different... like, the game has a lot of content in it, and it assumes that you won't find it all in one playthrough. Which I do kind of like. Yeah. It is beginner's luck, don't particularly want it. Gather intelligence. Encourage your Blemon Gallivant to explore. You might feel a kinship with a place. It's certainly very mushroomy. Unaccustomed silence. Your ever-present Blemmigan is for once nowhere to be seen. The engine room is quiet. Your maps are exactly as you left them. Not one is defaced or crumpled into a ball. Finally, you spot the tip of a tendril poking out from under a pile of unwashed clothing. Your Blumagun indicates that under no circumstance whatsoever will it be emerging. What could be so bad about the Undershroom? Did the other mushrooms bully it? Let's go and visit the village while we're here. I gained some terror and a tale of terror. Nice. So we're nearby Port Cecil, which is where we want to get the strategic information that the Admiral asked for. So we'll head there, and then we might. We'll head there and see how our fuel and supply situation is when we get there. Because we might need to head back because I kind of wasted all the fuel kind of going along there. So yes, this is our Blemmigan Gallivantia. The keen little mushroom with a mustache drawn on in pen. Eyes on deck. Keen little mushroom with a mustache drawn on in pen. So that was the false stars event. It's like a 50%. You can either not do anything. You can order everyone to not do anything, which kind of stops the event. Or you have like a 50% chance of it working. Contact him Labyrinth, get strategic information, explore the coal knoll, gather intelligence, get a port. Explore the coal knoll. Let us creep closer and eavesdrop. Fragments of meaning. They are speaking of the raids on Khan's glory, from which they stole pieces of prayer, of a boast that their rival band made about stealing the Empress's wedding dress, or the sort of spiced meat that filled her heart with love. But they speak too, almost coherently, of privateers' lair in the Western Wall, password and loose, perhaps embassy protocols, and of tune techniques for drawing lost souls closer. A buzzing rises in your brain as you listen until your eyes become unfocused and your tongue thick and heavy. You creep away before anything worse can happen. But this is an odd and useful miscellany of facts. Okay. Actually, rather than heading back, what I think I'm going to do, and this might be a bit risky, is I know the city of always spawns here, and I know you can go and get supplies there. So what I might do is basically, rather than heading back to London, because I think they're about the same distance away, I'm going to go up to and see if we can find anything else, but that will still allow us to refuel. So, you know, it's all good, baby. Hello, fish friend. Please don't kill me. All clear. That is the Think-Not Vortex. Think-Not Vortex. Means that we're close to the island of Postman, Nuncio. We can stop in and say hi there. McMaster's Haven. Nuncio, do not return, sender. Assemble port. Explore along the beach. That's not... Actually, let's explore along the beach and... rescue a parcel that won't stop me meowing. Extraordinary, there aren't even any air holes. Ow! The parcel's contents are not pleased to make your acquaintance. The yellow glare, a flash of cause, a distinct odour. Then the horrible animal is out of sight. You'd like to believe it will come to regret mauling you, but alas, it's likely to regard this rat-infested island as a paradise. Your left cheek will never quite be the same. Oh dear. Right then, so... we're aiming up here, basically. So let's get moving. So this time we don't need to worry about rifts as much as we did in the last playthrough. Yeah, I think... Ooh! This was a good choice. We found the Carnate. We found where we set off to get to. Wanderer's Haven. So here's Khan's Shadow. Okay. Let your long-chance gunner go ashore. I'm no more good here, Captain. I've got the scent of freedom now, and I'm for the city of broken ships. A profitable parting. I got a confession to make. I've been moonlighting the old trade. Not aboard ship. I never steal from a shipmate, Captain. I swear. He winks. But a port here, port there. Here's some of my haul, and thanks. He hands you a collection of clinking objects wrapped in cloth, shoulders a bundle, and whistling, hurdles the rail to land in a rustling coal barge. He's gone. But she did give us quite a lot of stuff. So we got 2 outlandish artifacts, an ambiguous earlith, a thinking creature made this, or the sea made this, or both, a hunting trophy, 3 drowning pearls, and a casket of sapphires. Compile a port report. Traveller's friend. So obviously, I'm going to sell the artifact because they're quite easy to come by and we kind of need the money. And the supplies. Okay. So here's the Iron Quarter. Of course, the problem is, just because we know where it is, doesn't mean we have the money to buy the books. But, you know, we'll see. Here we are. Khan's glory. The other palaces of Khan's court, each a fortress to itself. Sleek lords and ladies in belted ropes, breakfast and balconies. An unlucky antelope peeks at you from a park. Guns rotate easily on motorized gimbals. Right. Offer a gift to a leopard. The royal clan of a Khan. The Khan himself has a notorious weakness for coffee, and his court follows suit. You meet with a effuse official in a room of blue glass and pierced porcelain. You supply the customary compliments and courtesies while he nods complacently. Finally, you present a sample of the coffee. The official suddenly comes awake, inhales the scent of coffee, glances regretfully at a porcelain screen behind him. A watcher? He bows to you 3 times and sends you on his way. Right, so we'll do that twice. Unfortunately, so we need 5 favor to get access to the ship. So yeah. Take a meeting concerning a matter of no importance. A servant of a Time Man is missing. His loss is a danger. There is a place one doesn't speak of. Officially, a former servant of Time Man who did not engage in gathering discreet information did not disappear to the unseized sport of Anath, which officially does not exist. At length you hear what the servant did not look like, and strict prohibitions against pursuing him. Officially, no one in Khan's glory of any interest will be at all inclined to warn you with money and connections if you would go to Amph. They would not care for a report of his situation or any information that he may be unable to bring home. You are retrieving information from Amph for Khan's glory. Oh, I love it. Hey. Let's go along here, dodging around the ship there. So, we're going to head back to London because we need to get more coffee. And we need some more money. So... the starting characters are all like that. They're kind of quite pulpy, kind of, you know, classic characters who suddenly disappear. Which I like. They're quite good at setting the starting officers. They're quite good at setting the tone of the game. Again, the game is very good at setting the tone. Having played it for a very long, spent a lot of time playing it, I would say that the mechanics are where the ship mechanics are probably where the game is let down most. But on the other hand, I'm also here for writing, so you know, I don't really mind. So apparently, we're near Polypheum. Oh, there's the faces. And that's a nasty, powerful enemy. Ow. I understand that the locomotives in the sequel have a lot. The locomotives in the sequel have quite a few more options than the ships. It sounds good. Please don't join in as well. Ow. This is going less well than I wanted it to. There we are. Investigate the hold. And we get 1 fuel. He probably spent more than that just trying to kill them. Sometimes I forget that my ship is no longer a kind of ultra powerful murder thing. Ah, here we are. Oh no, this is Godfall. Oh well, the pirate monks are always a good laugh. Go and visit them. We should be able to. I'm still in the stage of the game where I tend to cut it a bit fine every time I leave port. So, you know, every time I come back to port. So, you know. Godfall. Speak with monks about the newest member. Let's get a port. Don't have any don't particularly want to give them a hunting trophy, and don't have any wine to give them to get them to tell me lots of stuff. Or is below. Sailors at the rail call softly. Something swims beneath the ship. I saw it looking up at us, one says, his voice a tremble. Call them away. Probably better not to look at that. It will just send you mad, or something. Yeah. I know, I do feel like, unless you go out of your way to set yourself up, there is a big drop in the game, like, in the difficulty. There's a big drop in your abilities between the things, which makes sense, but it is a bit frustrating. I mean, it's better than some games. Looks at FTL. Are you an island that we're interested in? Oh, you're the Mew Island. Iron and Misery. Ah, so we picked up the Gnomic Gallivant. Stand in the right place at the right time for Gnomic Gallivant. I don't like comedians, I'm a very serious man. But we agree on one thing, timing. That's why I'm breaking into a factor's home, and why I need to distract him until I found a special itinerary. A pleasant distraction. It just so happens that you bump into a factor on his walk home. What a happy coincidence. You couldn't possibly manage this entire picnic basket by yourself. Overjoyed to have company, he joins you on a bench for the next hour, merrily eating sandwiches. You take your leave once you have seen the Gallivant pass by. Back in your deck, the Gallivant laughs jovially, his rubies winking the light. Iron and Misery will be sending a representative to a in Port Cecil. There's a full itinerary for all the events tailored for every attendee. I have the director's moves mapped. Dictator's moves mapped. Right, compile a report. Let's have tea with Effector. So he found out about the An interlude. You sit on the veranda of the Fector's house, looking over the fungal jungle. An expanse of green and sour gold. The air is thick with hovering spores. The scones are stale. Even the tea has a hint of mildew. But the Factor is good company. He shares old stories about the ice and roses of the monstrosities of a sea of lilies, and little restaurants in Vanderbite, where he enjoyed the most extraordinary seafood. Vanderbite, I know. I never met a tomb colonist who could cook, but he must visit the place. Do you know it? He also has a load of boneless frauds carted aboard your ship. He weighs away your thanks. I have eaten so much of the stuff, I fear I might be transformed entirely into fungus. He leans confidentially towards you. It happens, you know, but one does have to eat rather a lot of it first. I've lost some terror, I've been told about a restaurant in Vanderbilt, and I've gained some supplies. Also, terror is getting pretty high. I don't think my crew appreciates what I'm doing. Then let us catch it. It's rather like the meme, then perish. Let us visit the salt lions. Ears, your cheeks are wet. You think for a moment it's sweat. But then the sorrow hits you like a falling stalactite. You are weeping. You double over, inconsolable. Control yourself or weep. Let's weep. Blood tide. Your crew watch in alarm as you collapse to a board. Tears burst from your eyes. Your body is racked with sobs. It passes as suddenly as it started. But your thoughts are stained dark with unlikely grief. Report. Salt's rights. The face of a northern sphinx is all but gone. The lost faces are sacred to Salt, they say. You are drawn there. To what end? Salt's voice is distant, but clear. I gained an extraordinary implication. And more terror. Salt Filions. Salt's I can't even say that. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I know you're looking forward to me talking in Squidman, but no. I'm not gonna fight the crab, because the crab will kill me, and that would be not so fun. This is totally not suitable for the theme of this game. Boop-a-doop. Aside from Missile Vanderbite, because, you know, error's getting a little high right now. We could have some nightmares. Right. Let's stop in and see the Three Sisters. Hunter's Keep. Let's have luncheon with... Well, let's click into the island and have luncheon with Lucy. As she is the jolly one, so we'll lose some fear. And now, back to London. Sorry, I didn't read out the Lucy lunch. I'll do that next time. Back in London. Right then. So want to go and visit the Admiral, pass on strategic information. Find out where to ask for war. What's found? Okay, so apparently we're going to be going around the north next. So we've got Hunter's Keep, Port Cecil, Godfall, Nuncio, the Undertroom, Barn Shadow, which blocks my terror as well, Wisdom, the Salt Lions, the Muse Gate, and that's it. But we're now nearly on 500 echoes. Don't have anything I want to get there. London. Let's see who we can recruit. Ooh, the Failbetter Venturous. That's nice. Oh, hello, Captain. Is this one of yours? I had to knock her out a bit. She didn't like taking order from foreigners. Still, we're good friends now. The adventurous catch the black-eyed sailor on the back. Oddly enough, they do seem to be friends now. I like her. Let's... I don't think we want to get a tattoo because I don't have the stuff needed to get one I want. So this is the ship we're aiming for. So we want 7,000 echoes, and we have 438. Oops. Okay, so we can sell the sapphires. I'm not going to buy more coffee because, you know, I don't think we have enough stuff. I think our first aim should probably be, I don't know, Hellfresher would be nice. But anyway, for now, let's... I'm going to go to my lodgings and have a night's rest. 2, I am going to go to the dry dock to repair my ship. So probably at the Admiralty Yards because I've got enough Admiral's favour to repair it completely. And we got quite a bit of fuel. I want to keep 200 echoes, mainly just so that because we're going to go up along the north coast here, the north edge of the map, and we kind of want to be able to. I think what we want to do is go to Frostbound and then come back via the Salt Lions and pick up pick up a shipment that we can take back.
Canada is dealing with a vandalism problem.
Hello, small boat. You look like easy pickings, considering you're stuck on the scenery. And considering you do a lot less damage than me, this is nice. I forgot like what it was like picking on stuff that was weaker than me. There we are. Ow. Ooh, we got some mushroom wine. Right, I've already proved that we can't risk fighting. We can't risk fighting like bergs in this ship. I'm afraid, so none of that. Okay, so let us gather gossip. Do we have anything to give the first racer? Nope. With a let us gather intelligence. Okay, sorry. There was some noise from outside, and it was mixing with the background noise from the game and my washing machine in a really weird way. So I was just trying to work out what it was. Let's explore the town. Let's just try the grilled troglodyte prawns, and they're quite nice. So we don't have enough sea stories to get Soul's attention here. Let's not anger the gods or ask about the drowned man. Calm them down. Compile a port report. Now let us keep sailing. I mean, because I've done, like, I've already talked about a lot of what I'm doing before. So I'm kind of starting to get the feeling that I'm running out of things to say on the main game. So I don't know, there's a couple ways of handling it. I might try and get a co-host to talk to or something, but I might try and make this almost like a podcast, you know, I'm talking about something unrelated. But I don't know. I've already kind of told myself that I'm going to do it, so I'm going to keep doing this. But I don't know. I know I just said I don't know several times there, but it's annoying. Ooh, snow. Oh, I know what this is. The His Voice approach. Which means there's a chance. There's a chance that Mount Nomad has already spawned. Please don't spawn Mount Nomad. I don't want to die. Yeah, these current runs feel a lot more grindy, which is kind of annoying. I liked the Abyss one, but that's because I was able to essentially do the entire run in one go. Izagar Vortex. Oh well, part of the point of these streams that they're quite kind of slow-paced and, you know, good for background noise. So I might just keep going. So let's see what else I'm going to talk about. Oh, I've been having quite a lot of fun recently trying to sort out, well, not a lot of fun, but I've been trying to sort out a lighting setup for, like, nothing fancy. We're not talking about professional grade photos here, but we're more talking just about a lighting setup for I've done one so far, but I've got it set up for like a top-down view of, you know, crafting and stuff streams, which means, you know, I don't have to fiddle with the camera. I just have it looking straight down at my desk, which is nice. I really like the setup, but I do need to sort out the lighting, because I can either not quite have enough lighting and get the picture a bit fuzzy, or I've got way too much lighting and it's reflecting off everything. So, sorting something out there. Let's not go up the road to crater. Let's get a port and explore the island. Let's observe them. They'll learn anything. Again, I forgot to read the. I was just saying that, you know, oh, I don't read things out enough, and then I don't read it out. Slightly annoyed at myself for that. So this stream is coming up for an hour, so what I might do is just put into Frostbound and call it a day for this stream. Bit shorter than most, but, you know, we can keep going. This will be a nice, just thing ticking over in the background rather than a big thing. So we'll just get to Frostfound and then we'll call it there. Annoyingly, Frostfound is all the way on the other side, where we've got to get past the Ragged Crow and Void's Approach to get to it, which is kind of annoying. I prefer it when Void's Approach is a bit further in. So does Haven. What's that? I already have a mechanic. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice, raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life, but a pitiable encampment squats by the dock. Let's create a port. Let's speak to my Overwhelming contact. Ah, I failed it. When will towers topple? Which Troy was drowned? How many battles until the iridescence? Who went east? Perhaps the Riddlefish was trying to help. Perhaps you're trying to drive you out of your mind. You're forced to give up. The mission is a failure. Kind of annoying. Let's take Kiru's quarters. Gain some fuel, some supplies, and lost some terror. And that autosave games, I think that's a good place to call it. So I'll talk to you guys later, and see you probably next week.